Ade suku kanurin tongortu.
Emi imboze gbara ina Sara State.
Ina alfahari da kasancewa Bahaushe.
Ni mi abuwa shangu ba me ware hubego.
Ami monyimu mamboko mi samide yuku ojiriwa zepo.
Me indi maleza kan dijirina. Ni puse adagan maleza.
Inyada alfahari ikasanchago dun fulbe.
Mapa yala na agba wana gashi bubasa.
Ne musungirindire. Murukuma lana parelo mengirindire.
Nasarawa people. Nasarawa people. Culture, origin, festivals, customs, and cuisine of the people.
There's a saying in Hausa, or the Hausas refer to the Migili people as Koro. And they said, Koro Barogo. That Barogo is one of our attributes.
A typical Migili man that we know was a trustworthy person. And once he tells you a thing, just take it.
You know them by the way they dress, their way, the culture, how they speak their own language. So in those days we have my, but now we don't have my. And the way they dance, you know that this is a Migili man.
We didn't live a life of struggling with people and having to betray people in order to make our ends meet. And where that decency, that mean nature of a Migili man is maintained, and even today.
A Koro man, generally, we don't want insult. We don't want insult. All that is happening, you will never see a Koro man there.
The Migili persons look at themselves as a spurious tribe. Well, he doesn't want anybody to adulterate his culture. He doesn't want anybody to, bring different culture or something he doesn't know to him. That is why you always see a Migili person in a solitary, in a exclusive, reserved place.
Migili people are hardworking people. They see themselves as the most peace-loving people. They don't discriminate against other tribes.
In those days, it got to the extent that even in the courts, they've said, if it's a Migili man that has told you, then believe it. It's not given to stealing. It's not given to laziness. Very industrious.
It is now, the generation today, that they are trying to maybe bring some culture into our tradition. Otherwise, once a Koro man says yes, and that is yes, and that's all.
The Migili, as a tribe, we have origin from the Kwararafa. The Migili people migrated from Kwararafa down Ukari axis.
We were part of the Jikuns, stayed at Ukari.
We, the Migilis and the Jukus, are brothers.
Migili as a tribe is known for its peaceful coexistence. And we have been in Kwararafa with other brethren who were there then. And the chieftaincy of the Kwararafa then was on a rotational basis. And when it came to the turn of the Migili person to be installed as a king in Kwararafa, he was betrayed. And when he was betrayed, he felt it was wrong of him to stay and fight with his brothers for the sake of chieftaincies too.
And as a result of that, they felt bitter and they decided to migrate from Ukari down the river, Benue side,
where they first settled in a place called Apa. And from Apa, we cross over the river Benue side to where we are presently, the southern senatorial zone of Nasarawa State.
You know, during the jihad war, we have to leave here to Gidanrai, around Atukbo side. That is where we went and settled. But sometimes, after the war, we came back to Lafia and scattered. Some people went to Duduguru, some people went to Gwadenye, Gidan Hausa, the Gidanrai, and the rest there. They are there, Ashige, Asakio, and all those people.
Some people went to Kaduna, went to Niger, Abuja, and Kefi axis.
This is where our Koro people were lived. And up to today, we are there.
The Migili people, they are great farmers and also hunters. In those days, Migili people in each village used to farm together, and by so doing, it takes care of even somebody is not well. But today, that practice has been abandoned. You know what we call in Hausa Gaya. In those days, our people used to make Gaya. They will go to this man's farm today and farm for him. The young people, they will go to this man's farm today, farm for him. Tomorrow they will go to another person's farm. But today, they don't do that again. And that has made our people to be, can I say, a bit lazy. Young people now, once they wake up in the morning, they'll go to their own farm. But in those days, it was compulsory for you to go to farm. Today, it is not compulsory, since you get up and go to your own farm. You don't go to farm communally again.
Your language is number one culture, because like now we are sitting here. Maybe if I have something secret I want to tell my child, if he doesn't know how to speak Koro, I cannot say it unless I call him aside. But if you know, I can tell him that go and do this or go and do that in your language.
It's only the Ashige people. If you are talking the way they talk, the intonation differs with ours, but everything they say is correct, but their intonation. Then if you go to Niger side, the Koros there, they are our Koro people. So we hear each other, but not quite. Like the Sha, the Zoro, the Pano, and other ones, we speak common Migili dialect.
That is the number one identity that you know that he belongs to Seso tribe. So I've been telling my people that even if you are in London or USA, teach your son or your child how to speak his own tribal language. You should send your child at home during any holiday festival to come and learn how to speak your own language.
We are well-populated people. People don't know. When they talk of the Migilis, they'll talk of maybe Duduguru, Gidan Hausa, and Gwadene. It's wrong. It's wrong. We have villages. We have the Sha people, we have them. The Mopano people, we have them. The Muzoro people, we have them. We have about 14 clans in Migili, and all populated. It's only that we are scattered. They've forgotten about Ashige there. They are forgetting about Asakio. They're forgetting about Atukbo, Istiga, and other places. Go through Makado Road here. You will see our people there, well populated.
The Migili clan, like the Jews, they have so many clans. For example, we have Musha. I hail from Musha clan. Musha clan is Gidaunsa and Abioga and other places. And then you have Mubri clan, that is Gwadenge and Ishugu. Mozro, you have Duduguru. In fact, Duduguru, they have so many other sub-clans. Kunza, you have yes, Kakale, you have Jeruba, where again, in fact, they are the largest. Even our people from Masakio, they are part of Mozro. And then you have Mukono, Sunana, you have Mupopano, and then you have Mogo, and so many other clans.
These are acculturation, the influence of one culture or one tribe to another. That's what caused the problem.
The sharp person, we are brothers, two brothers that form Sha. And this Sha, we have 7 villages. And we are brothers. And we have common interests.
Usman Danford war, we dispatched from this place. Then from here, we walk out from this place till get down to Makodi, Benue State. We have an area that we call Ogyogo. Then our forefathers, they are hunter. You know, hunter cannot stay one place. You can move from here to other area, from other area to other side. So that's where we start our movement. Then from there, we hunt. Even though that our forefather then killed one big animal called elephant. So there we are thirsty, so we look for where they can get water. That's how where we get the water, we drink the water. Then we met another language called Juku. Then they say, what are we doing here? We told them, we're a stranger, we're a hunter. So we come and look for water to drink. That's why we are here. Then they show us how to drink water, we drink water. Then the elephant that we kill, we still show them the elephant. They went and take the elephant there. From there, they give us one of their daughter, they will marry. After they marry, they get born a baby boy. They give the name of that boy, present Ojogo. Then if you go to Makodi today, you hear Ogyogo. He's there in Makodi.
Geographically, Obendo is located at southeast of Doma local government along the Benue line. So The history marked us that we migrated from Atabla. We are purely Migili by tribe. So, but as time goes on, our forefathers they moved as a mission for hunting. Then they moved down to River Benue there. They settled there with Jokum people at Jogo. So they established a relationship there for a while, and then they moved down to the western part, which they sat at Abaraki, the place known as Abaraki, which is presently at Banaja. From there, because of Fulani Jihad's crisis, they now moved down to a forest called Kamago Forest. Then they moved down to along River Benue Bank again, which is present in Bendota.
We represent as a quarrel from beginning, right from our forefather. So, and we were far with the house. That's why we decided that let us come and tell them that we are from this very community. That is the essence of our coming to this Tabla.
We are told by our parents that we are brothers. We eat and drink together. But as time goes on, as our parent died, we could no longer sustain the relationship.
Our brother from Obendo in K development area who have traced their way home. They are actually Agile in Atabla here. So this afternoon we are at Atabla to receive them as our brothers. That at one time they have journeyed from this Atabla down the River Benue side, and we are happy to host them.
Able to maintain their identity, especially the young ones, by the way they dress, up to a recent time that you cannot differentiate between a Migili man and a non-Migili. But in those days, you could distinguish by the way they dress. That is the young people. The older ones dress just like the Hausas and other tribes. So by looking at them in those days, you could distinguish them from the other tribes. But now it has become very difficult because we have mixed up with the other tribes.
If the Migili man does not have a costume, it means he doesn't have an identity. The Migili man have a costume, and a very unique costume. The only area you have little conflict is you will look at it as if you identify him as one of the Kwararafas, because the Migili man is from Kwararafa, so they have so many common cultural costumes that are identical. However, the Migili man still have the uniqueness of his own. The Migili man in the olden days is known for industrial activities. We produce a lot of fibers, a lot of colors, and these colors are produced to a level that we soak our clothes in them as designs, and sometimes even our home, the local cementing of the floor are followed with these fibers. When the olden days, the nature of the cement is by gravels. You use your gravels, trash your house, touch your house properly, and deck it properly. And you bring these costumes that are made, these fibers that are gotten from plants, reddish in color, and spread it. And that thing cleans up those stones very well and keeps them shining. And that is how you prepare your floors at that time. And so the Migili man who wears a costume that is put on those fibers is known that this must be a Migili man, and we call it Garula. The Migili man is known for Garula. This present day tying and dyeing that you see them do, the Migili man does this long ago, years back from inception. That has been his attitude, and many people know that the Koro man is identified with his Garula, and those clothes are usually soaked with it, and sometimes they use it as for their makeups. They use it as their eye pencil. They use it to dress their clothes, and there are beads. There are beads that are identified to the Koro man. There are certain beads that are also fabricated by our blacksmiths. We call it kuku. And every Migili man, if they plait their hair, you will never fail to see that kuku, that the women use it to put it on their head. And these beads are also tied to their hairstyles. And once you see that kind of hairstyles, you know that this is a Koro man. This is a Migili man entirely, because nobody dresses his hair this way. And so we have culture and costumes that are unique to us. However, today, there are certain costumes that are not given the civilization today. You look when you use it today, people look at it as if you are belittling yourself. For the sake of situations like that, certain modernizations are added to it so that it can go with the level of today.
This is Kwararafa costume. We are Kwararafas. We don't have any different costume than that of Kwararafa. The way Kwararafa dress, that is how we, the Koro people, dress. We have no any other mode of dressing, and even greetings to greet your traditional rulers and other ones is the same. Because when we say baga, they say baga also. You see, this Zaki, they are greeting us. In fact, we, like me, I don't want someone to say Zaki now. I don't, no need. Say Abagidu. That is my greetings. When you say Abagidu, I will answer you very well. But when you say Zaki, you are greeting somebody different, not me.